So I'm doing a project-based learning experience. I've done a couple in the past, and I've researched them quite a bit. But this one, Teresa and I just kind of put together based off of what we needed from a blended environment to try and get it to work in my classroom. One class that I have has 25 students in it, and one class has 12 students in it. They're both high school physical science classes. I have some support in the second class, but not much. The class of 25 seems to do better with the content, but there are a lot of them. And the second class tends to struggle with the content, and I just can't get to all 12 of them either. So Teresa and I were trying to spitball a way for me to incorporate a blended learning environment with the ability to meet with my students and have them interact more with the content to see if that would help them with their learning. So we decided to do project-based learning. The project, or the content that they're learning are different types of energy. So what we decided to do was to take a box of things. In fact, I have things over here. So we have just a box of things, and the students have to tell me how they could use these to demonstrate potential energy, kinetic energy, work, power, and energy transfer. So some of the things I have are a flashlight, slinkies, just like wind-up toys, Play-Doh, lots of toy cars, just little Matchbox cars. I have glow sticks, these energy sticks. This is a Steve Spangler thing. I have magnets. I have the parachuting guys, balloons. This is also Steve Spangler. These are film canisters that you put Alka-Seltzer in and let them explode. I have UV rays, or UV beads. So I have a lot of different things in here, and all the kids got was the directions that they had to complete and show those things earlier. They had to do the kinetic energy, the potential energy, the work, the power, and energy transfers. And then with the energies and the work and the power, they also had to show me somehow that they can apply the formula within it too. So they had, they got a sheet today that looks like, I'm trying to flip this thing around, looks like this. And they had to go through and identify what they were going to look at. They had to write down their procedure. They had to write down their hypothesis, and then give me their independent and dependent variables. Now they could combine things. I have some groups that are figuring that out. So they end up with 10 different things that they have to label, and one group has figured it out so that they can do 2 experiments showing 5 things in each one, and then they only have to write 2 sheets. Some of them are thinking they're going to write 10 sheets and do 10 different experiments. I'm curious to find out what they do with that, if they figure out whether or not they can actually combine things and see examples of multiple things in one. That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see how that works. So that is a project. I don't know at this point how we're going to compile all this information. All I know is currently they're going to, when they start experimenting, they're going to use the Sketch app, and they are going to take pictures, and then they're going to label those pictures within the Sketch app. That can be uploaded, I know, to the Drive. I don't know if I'm going to have them put them in a Google presentation. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but from there we'll figure it out and then hopefully get it uploaded to Brain Honey. So fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens.